English Adventure, Book 5, Chapter 9, Akbar and Birbal. Let's have a fun start. Solve this mystery for me. A man was brought to Akbar's court and Akbar found the man guilty of a minor offense. He decided to punish the man and asked him to make a statement. If the statement is held true by Akbar, the man will be killed by hanging him to death. And if the statement is held false, the man will be killed by giving him poison. The man was confused. He did not know what to say. He looked at Birbal and sought his suggestion. Birbal thought for a while and decided to help him as he had not committed a major offense. He told something in his ear and the man then made his statement to Akbar. After hearing the statement, Akbar could not kill him. What was the statement? Now let's look at the answer. The man said, "I will be killed by giving poison." If Akbar says the statement is true, the man will be killed by hanging, which will make the statement false. If Akbar says the statement is false, then the man will be killed by giving poison, which will make the statement true. Thus, Akbar had no choice but to leave the man unpunished. Now, let's get into our story. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of the mighty Emperor Akbar, it was a calm and peaceful day. The skies were bright and the air was fresh, and the emperor was seated in the royal garden with Birbal, his intelligent minister. As they sat under a grand old tree, a sudden question popped into Akbar's curious mind. Turning towards Birbal, he said, "Birbal, I always wondered why we see the moon only at night and not during the day." Birbal, always ready with his wisdom, looked at Akbar with a smile and said, "Your Majesty, that's not entirely true. The moon is in the sky in the day too, but during the day the sun's light is so bright that we cannot see the moon." Akbar listened attentively to Birbal's explanation and thought about it for a moment. Then a follow-up question arose in his mind. "Birbal," he asked again, "if the moon is in the sky during the day too, why can we only see it at night?" Birbal knew this was an excellent opportunity to share some knowledge with the emperor. He explained, "Your Majesty, the moon shines because it reflects light from the sun. When the sun goes down and it becomes dark, we can easily see the reflected light from the moon against the night sky. During the day, the sun's light overpowers the moon's reflected light, which is why we cannot see the moon." Akbar nodded, understanding Birbal's explanation. He felt a sense of satisfaction learning this new piece of information about the world around him. Yet, the emperor's curiosity was far from quenched. As they sat in the cool shade of the tree, another question came to Akbar's mind. Looking at Birbal, he added, "Birbal, why do we feel warm when we sit near a fire and cool when we sit under the shade of a tree?" Birbal chuckled at the question, finding joy in the curiosity of the emperor. He replied, "Your Majesty, a fire gives out heat. When we sit near it, we feel the heat, and that's why we feel warm. On the other hand, a tree gives us shade. It protects us from the direct light and heat from the sun. So we feel cool when we sit under a tree." Akbar was impressed by Birbal's simple yet effective explanation. He had made it easier for the emperor to understand complex things. With admiration in his eyes, Akbar said, "Birbal, you indeed have a special talent for explaining complicated things in a simple way." Birbal, always humble in his demeanor, responded, "Your Majesty, I just try to see things as they are and explain them in the simplest way I can. I am always glad to answer your questions." The royal garden echoed with the sound of their hearty laughter. The conversation between Akbar and Birbal not only brought them closer but also created an environment of learning and knowledge in the royal garden. Let's get into grammar adventures. Adverbs like gently, loudly, eagerly, and bravely tell us how the subject does an action. They are called adverbs of manner. Adverbs like inside, outside, upstairs, downstairs, and around tell us the location of an action. They are called adverbs of place. Certain adverbs like often, seldom, always, sometimes, and usually indicate the frequency of an action. They are called adverbs of frequency. Adverbs like very, to, so, and quite indicate the degree or extent of an action. They are called adverbs of degree. Adverbs like now, today, yesterday, and soon tell us when an action takes place. They are called adverbs of time. Let's see some examples. Ramu acted bravely. Here we are using adverb of manner. The dog is sleeping inside. Here we used adverb of place. I usually get up early. Here we used adverb of frequency. She sings very loudly. Here we used adverb of degree. We will meet tomorrow. Here we used adverb of time.